Hello, today we are going to create this website named as landingpage hussaincoders. This is the header of the website. This is the logo. These are some navigation links. As you can see, some headings, about section with content and heading, paragraphs, some picture section with the pictures, paragraphs, price and button. Again, some characteristics with headings and paragraphs with some button, heading, paragraph, pictures. As you can see, some name and details and a footer, as you can see. Okay, some buttons here and you can see it, and when you click it, it will be move here, move to the bottom. When you click the about, it will move to the about section. When you click the services, it will move to the services section. When you click to the portfolio, it will move to the portfolio section. And when you click to the blog, it will move to the blog section. And when you click to the contact, it will move to the footer section. And again, when you click to the top, it will move to the header section of the website. Today we are going to create this website, as you can see. Okay, we are going to create this website by using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, so in the Visual Studio Code we have index.html and our main CSS folders. These are some basics of the HTML, and I have used the Google Fonts pop-ins. As you can see here, you only have to copy this link, or you can add or subtract anything you want. You can add this portion, and you can copy the link and you can place it here. Okay, so I have linked my style sheet with the main CSS and title of the website is here. As you can see, landing page hussaincoders. Okay, moving to the header portion. As you can see, header starts from here and ends here. Okay, in the header class with the name of header, div class with the name of row to center our content, div class with the name of header navigation, nav class with the nav. As you can see, now we are going to create the nav portion here, starts from here and ends here. Anchor point class with the name of logo. As you can see, the logo is coffee. Unordered list class with the name of nav list. Okay, and link class with the name of nav item, and in the nav item we have used the class in an anchor point class with the name of an nav link, and you can copy this link and place it several times like I have placed. Okay, and you only have to change the home, about, services, portfolio, blog and contact, as you can see. And for the, I didn't use any icons here, so I can remove it from here. Okay, so again the nav is closed and the div is closed. In the next div class with the name of header text box, as you can see, this is the text. and here is the heading primary class with the name of heading primary, and here is the heading. Then the heading is closed, the div is closed, and the header is closed. Simply we have created this header here. Without the background image, we will place the background image from the CSS file. Okay. The about section, as you can see, we are moving to the about section. This is the about section of our website. This is the about section. In the about section, the section starts from here and ends here. In about section, section class with the name of about, div class with the name of row to center our content, div class with the name of about flex. We are going to use the flex here, as you can see. Okay. We are using the flex here. Div class with the name of about left, and this is the left portion. This is the left portion. In the heading, class with the name of heading secondary, and here is the heading. Para with the name of class with the name of about left text. This is the heading and this is the para. Now we are going to create the read more portion, and class with the name of about left more, and here is the more. Okay, we have placed it into a span. Now moving to the right portion, this portion, as you can see, this portion. Into this portion we have some icons, then heading and para. For this we have div class with the name of about right item, and into the item we have used the class with the name of FAS for history icons. As you can see, I have used the icons here. This is the icon. Okay, this icon. Okay, and again heading with class with the name of heading tertiary, and here is the heading. As you can see, I have used the icon and placed the icon here, then the heading. Now going to place the content here, and class with the name of class about right item text, and here is the text. Okay, we have created this portion. Okay, heading 2, we have created this portion. We only have to copy this div. As you can see, we can copy this and paste it 1, 2 and 3 times, so the other thing will be placed exactly like this. As you can see, about right item, and this is the icon, and this is the icon, heading tertiary and right item, right text, item text, right item text. So you have to copy this div and place it 2 times, and only have to change the heading, the icon and some content. Okay, the about section is closed here. Now moving further to the services section. The services section starts from here and ends here. In the services section, exactly like the about section, we are going to use the heading, then secondary heading, some text, amount and a button with an image. We are going to create this portion, then copy the exactly same portion here. Okay, in the about section, class with the name of services, div class with the name of row to center our content, heading class with the name of heading secondary line, and here is the heading, as you can see. Okay, this div class with the name of services flex, and in the flex we are going to use the class with the name of services text box, and into the text box we are going to use the class with the name of services text, and here is the tertiary heading. This is the text box, and into the text box we are going to use the tertiary heading, and here is the heading. Now the para, this is the para, and then the price, this is the price, and now the button. As you can see, anchor point, class with the name of button primary, and the div is closed. Okay, you only have to copy this div and place it another time, and only have to change the heading, some para and price. Okay, for the photo we have created the div class with the name of services photo, and in the photo we have placed the images. As you can see, 2 different images, and name the class with the name of services photo image and services photo image 1 and 2. Okay, we have used the same class and only added the image 1 and image 2 class extra. The section is closed and this section is closed. Now moving to the next section, the portfolio section. The portfolio section starts from here and ends here. In the portfolio section, as you can see, we only have to create heading, some image, then we can create this portion, add para, and have to copy this portion and place it 2 times. Okay, in the section class portfolio, div class with the name of row. To center our content, heading class with the name of heading secondary, and here is the heading, div class with the name of portfolio flex. Again we are using it into the form of flex. Div class with the name of portfolio photo. As you can see, here is the photo and here is the image, class with the name of portfolio photo image. The div is closed. Now div class with the name of portfolio text box. Now we are moving to the this portion and into the text box, div class with the name of portfolio text box, text portfolio text box text 1. Okay, we are using the same class here, only adding the extra classes here. Heading 3 for the class heading tertiary, and here is the heading. Para, P for paragraph, class with the name of portfolio text box para, and here is the para. You only have to copy this portion and place it 2 times here. Only have to change the heading and some para, then the section will be closed. You have created this section. Now moving to the blog section. The blog section starts from here and ends here. Okay, into the blog section, as you can see, we have used the flex again. We will only create this portion, then we will create this portion and then copy this 2 times. Okay, as you can see, div class with the name of row, div class with the name of blog flex, and blog flex left this portion and right this portion. Okay, div class with the name of blog left item 1, and here is the para, class with the name of blog left item text, and here is the text, as you can see. Okay, then we will add the image. As you can see, class with the name of blog left item image, blog left item image 1, and again heading tertiary, blog left item name, and here is the name. You only have to copy this portion and paste it 2 times like this, and you can change the image if you want. You can change the text and you can change the name here. Okay, now moving to the right portion, div class right blog. For the heading, class heading secondary, and here is the heading secondary. For the para, class with the name of blog right text, and here is the text. And for the anchor point, you can see the button primary, blog right button, view all. This is the right button. Okay, the section is closed. Now moving to the footer section. The footer section starts from here, as you can see, and ends here. In the footer section, this is the footer section. In the footer section, we will use the footer class with the name of footer, div class with the name of row to center our content, div class with the name of footer grid. Again we are going to use the grid for this whole portion. Div class with the name of footer grid item 1, and in the first item we are using the anchor point, class with the name of footer logo, and here is the logo. Okay, you can change it to coffee too. Okay, and it will be changed here. Okay, div class with the name of footer grid item 2. As you can see, we are using the same same class, only changing the numbers here. Then the footer text is class with the name of footer text, and footer text is here, as you can see. Form, we are going to create the form. As you can see, here is the form. Using the form, class with the name of footer form, and for the input we are going to use the type text class with the name of footer form input, and into the placeholder we are going to write the enter your email address. Again, for the button, as you can see, for this button we are using the anchor point class with the name of button primary and submit. The form is closed. In the new div, class with the name of footer grid item 3, and nav, we are using the nav here, as you can see. Footer nav unordered list, class with the footer nav list, and class with the name of, we are creating the list class with the name of footer nav item. And into the footer nav item we are going to use the anchor point class with the name of footer nav link footer, footer nav link exactly, then the footer nav link active. Okay, quick lines. As you can see, this is the active portion. As you can see, it will be moved. Okay, when you click it, it will move you to the header portion. Okay, and again the link, as you can copy this link, except you have to remove this portion, or you can create the new link class with the name of footer nav item like this, and class with the name of footer nav link, then the about section like this. Okay, then you can copy this link and place it 1, 2 and 3 times. Only have to change the shop, order and market. Then the unordered list will be closed, and the nav will be closed, and the div will be closed. Now in the next div, class with the name of footer grid item 4, exactly like the previous one. We are using the span here, class with the name of footer content, and contact is this portion. Okay, class with the name of footer address, and here is the address, the div is closed, and here is the button that we have created, this button. For this button we are using the anchor point class with the name of button primary, and id is home, and we will name it to the top, then the footer is closed. So we have created this footer. So we have created this website using the HTML. Now we are going to style this website using the main CSS folder, or the main CSS, or the CSS. I have used some media queries here. You know media queries are VP smallest to 24 M, small to 37.5 M, medium to 56.25, large to 75 M, and largest to 112.5 M. I have used the font to the pop-ins in the sans serif way, as I have told you before. From the Google Fonts, I have used different color here: color white, color black, light gray medium, primary light, pink light, and the dark color. To center our content, I have used the row, as I have told you before, maximum width to the 114 M and margin to the 0. I have used the media query here. As you know, media query, we use the media query when we change the width of our website. As the width will be changed, then its content will be changed according to the size or the width of the website. As when the width is large, then the maximum width will be 100 rem and margin will be auto and 0. When the width will be medium, then the maximum width will be 80 rem and margin to 0. When the width will small, then the maximum width will be 55 rem and margin to 0. For the smallest width, maximum width will convert into the 50 rem and margin to 0 and auto. The basic styling, for the basic styling, unordered list style to none. For the anchors, text decoration to none and color to inherit. For the image, maximum width to the 100%, height to the auto. And for the all, before and after, margin to 0, padding to 0, or box sizing to inherit. For the HTML, font size to 62.5% and box sizing to border box. Again, I have used the media query here. We use the media query when the maximum width will be changed, or when the maximum width will change of the website, then this media query will work. When the maximum width will large, then the font size will be changed. Medium, it will be changed. For the small, it will be changed, and for the smallest, the font size will be changed according to the width of the website. Okay. For the body, font family to font primary, font weight to 400, color to color dark, line height to 1.6. As you can see, header starts from here. Into the header we have placed the background image. For this image, background image to linear gradient to right bottom to RGBA color black to opacity 0.7, RGBA color black to opacity 0.7, and here is the URL of the image. Okay. Background size to cover, background position to center, height to 100 viewport height, and position to relative because we are using the absolute position here. For the text box, we have placed this image here. For the text box, position to absolute, top to 60%, left to 50%, transform to translate, -50%, -50%, padding to 0, and 5 viewport width, and text aligned to center, as you can see. For the logo, now moving to the logo portion. This logo portion, font size to 3 rem and color to color light. For the nav, and these are the nav portion. For the nav, display it into the flex, align item to the center, justify content to the space between, padding to the 2 rem and 0. Again, I have used the media query here. When the size will be changed, then the line item will be changed. For the list, these are the list. For the list, all but not the last child, margin right to 3 rem. And again, I have used the media query on the list. For the item, display it into the inline, and again I have used the media query here. For the links, as these separately are the links separately. This is the first link, second link, third link, fourth, fifth, and sixth. These separately are the links. Font size to 1.6 rem, color to color gray light, and when the hover, it will change its color to color light and transition R to 0.2 second, as you can see. Okay, when you hover it, it will change its color. Okay. For the icon, I didn't use any icon, so I don't need it. Okay. And now it is the history, coffee, mug. For the icons, as I didn't use any menu. For the history, as this is the history icon. For the history icon, font size to the 3 rem and color to color primary, and cursor to pointer, as you can see. Okay. Coffee to font size to 3 rem, color to color primary, cursor to pointer. For the mug, exactly same thing. For the mug size, font size to 3 rem, color to color primary, and cursor to pointer. And for the heading primary, as you can see, this was our heading primary. For the heading primary, font size to the 5 rem, font weight to the 500, color to color light, line height to 1.2, and again I have used the media query here. Okay. Now moving further to the about section, as the about section starts from here. This is the about section. We have already styled them. Now we are going to style this other things. Padding to 10 rem and 0. For the flex, display it to the flex. Again I have used the media query here. For the left portion, as this is the left portion, for the left portion, flex to the 0, 0 and 50%. Padding to the 2 viewport height, 5 viewport width. For the text, this is the text. For the text, font size to 1.3 rem, color to color gray light, margin to 2 rem and 0, text line to justify. Again use the media query. And for the more, as this is the more portion, for the more, font size to 1.6 rem, font weight to 600, position to relative because I have used the absolute position here. Margin right to 4 rem, cursor to pointer. And for the before, as you can see, position absolute, this is for this line, and width to the 3 rem, height to 1 pixel, top to 50 rem, and left to -40%, background color to this. We have created this line. Okay. Now for the right portion, we are moving to this portion. For the right portion, flex 1 display it into the grid form and grid template column. Repeat to autofit, minimum maximum 20 rem and 1 FR. Again I have used the media query here. Grid gap to the 2 rem, padding to 2 viewport height and 5 viewport width. Color to color gray, text align to justify and all but not the last child. Margin bottom to 0.5 rem. As you can see, they have some margin bottom. Okay. Item to text, font size to 1.3 rem, and again I have used the media query here. Heading secondary, as we have used the heading secondary here. Font size to the 3 rem, font weight to 500 and line height to 1. For the line, margin to 5 rem, 0, 0 and 15 rem, position to relative, as we have used the position absolute here. Before content, width to the 5 rem, height to the 2 pixels, background color to color dark, top to 50% and left to 7%. Okay. Now moving further, heading tertiary, as you can see we have used the tertiary heading here. Font size to the 2 rem, font weight to the 400, color to color dark, font weight to 600 and letter spacing to -1 pixel. I think so this line is for this line. Okay. Now moving to the section services. Into the section services or the services section, we have padding to the 005 rem and 0 flex to display to the flex, align item to the center. For the text, flex to 00 and 50%, margin to 10 rem and 0 for the text, this whole text. Again I have used the media query here. For the para, font size to the 1.3 rem and color to color gray light. Again media query. For the price, as you can see this is the price. For the price, font size to the 2 rem, font weight to 600 and color to color dark. Text box, padding to the 0 and 10 viewport width and all but not the last child, margin bottom to 8 rem. For the photo, as you can see here is the photo. Flex to 1, padding to 5 viewport height and 9 viewport width. Again I have used the media query here for the padding. And for the image 1 and image 2, transform to translate y to -1 rem, outline to 2 rem, solid and color pink. For the image 2, transform to translate y to 5 rem and outline to 2 rem, solid and color pink. As you can see, here is the outline. Now moving further, for the button, as you can see we have the button here. For the button, display to the inline block, and for the primary, padding 1 rem, 1.5 rem, background color to color primary, color to color light, font size to 1.2 rem, border to 1 pixel, solid and color primary. And for the hovering effect, border to 1 pixel, solid, color to color dark, background color to color light, and transition all to 0.5 seconds, as you can see it. Okay. As we are moving to the portfolio section, in the portfolio section, portfolio with portfolio class, padding 5 rem and 0 for the flex, display to the flex, align item to the center. And again I have used the media query here. For the photo, as you can see here is the photo. Flex to the 00 50%, padding to 0 and 8 viewport width, margin top to 3 rem. For the image, border radius to 100 rem. As you can see, it is in the form closed. Okay. For the text box, flex to 1, padding to 0 and 12 viewport width. For the text, I have used a media query. When maximum width is the small, then the font size will be changed. For the first, form to translate text to -4 rem and margin bottom to 3 rem. For the second, as you know, this is the first, this is the second, this is the third. Okay. Second, transform to translate text to 2 rem and margin bottom to 8 rem. And for the third one, transform to translate text to -6 rem. And for the para, as these are the paras. Okay, these are the paras, font size to 1.2 rem, and again I have the media query here. When the maximum width is small, then the font size will be changed. Now in the block section, This is the block section. In the block section, padding to 10 rem and 0 and flex display to the flex, and again I have used the media query here. When the BP is small, then the flex direction will be column. And for the left portion, as this is the left portion, flex to 0, 0 and 50%, padding to 0 and 2 viewport width for the items, as these are the items. Display it into the form of grid. Grid template column to repeat to 1 FR, grid template row to repeat to minimum content. For the first, margin bottom to 3 rem, for the second, margin bottom to 3 rem. I didn't use margin bottom to the third one. For the text, font size to 1.3 rem, grid column to 1/2 and grid row to 1/2. For the image, as you can see, these are the images. Width to the 8 rem, height to the 8 rem, border radius to 10 rem. As you can see, these are in a circle form. Grid column to 2/3, grid row to 1/2, justify self to center, and for the 1, justify self to the flex end. Okay, as you can see, it is in the end of the flex. For the name, grid column to 1/-1 and grid row to 2/3. For the right portion, this right portion, for the right portion, flex to the 1, padding to 5 viewport width and 5 viewport height, and all but not the last child, margin bottom to 3 rem, and the text font size to 1.4 rem. As the button is described, this button is used here as well, so we have described it there. Now moving to the footer section. Into the footer section, footer padding 0, padding 10 rem and 0, background image is linear gradient to right, solid dark color to dark color, and color to color gray light. And into the grid, display it into the grid. Grid template column to repeat, auto fit minimum maximum 25 rem and 1 FR. Grid row to gap to 5 rem. As you can see, when the maximum width is small, then the grid template column will be different. For the item, second item, transform to translate X to 10 rem, and here is the media query again. And for the fourth item, as you can see, this was the first item, second, third and fourth. This is the fourth item. Padding and 0 viewport width, 0 and 5 viewport width. For the logo, you can see this is the logo. This is the logo. Font size to the 3 rem and color to the color light. For the text, font size to the 1.2 rem, margin bottom to 2 rem. Again the media query. In the form, display it into the flex, align item to the flex start. For the input, as you can see, we are discussing this form. For the input, padding to the 1.3 rem and 1 rem, border to none, and for the focus, outline to none. For the nav, now we are talking about this portion, this nav portion. List to all but not the last child, margin bottom to 1 rem. And for the link, font size to 1.2 rem, again the media query here. For the active, as you can see, this was the active portion, this portion was the active portion, and this portion was the active portion. Color to color light, font size to 1.4 rem, and font weight to 600. Again the media query is applied. For the contact, as you can see, this was the contact. For the contact, display to the block, color to color light, font size to 1.4 rem, font weight to 600, margin bottom to 1 rem. Again the media query is here. For the address, as you can see, this was the address. Font size to 1.2 rem, and again this is the media query. So this was the CSS and this was the HTML. I also have the JavaScript file here, but you can see it, I have the JavaScript here. As you can see, when you click the top button, it will be moved here. When you click the about section, it will be moved here. For this purpose, I have used the JavaScript. Okay, so this was the website that I have created today by using the HTML, CSS and JavaScript. If you like, please like my video, share it and subscribe my channel. If you need the source code of this website, you can have it. I will place its link into the description. Thank you for the watching.